all the planets in the galaxy, they chose ours. They hide in small places.
This phone is dead.
What?
They light the dark.
Jay, any luck?
Just a minute.
There's nothing cute about them. They've come a long way, and they're hungry. Critters. They bite.
Yes, they do. Hello, Al pals. This is Big Al. Welcome to Big Al Presents Films with Friends. Tonight, we have a fun one, the sci-fi comedy horror film Critters, starring Dee Wallace. Did she still have Stone at the time? I don't remember. Scott Grimes and a whole bunch of other people that I forgot were in this film. It's kind of interesting. But that is the film. Joining me, of course, the YouTube Ronin himself, the 24/7 man of YouTube, Mr. Deleted Scenes. How are you doing, sir?
Yeah, we're live. Hi. Okay. Yeah, my little joke there, folks. Sorry. Hi. Yeah, doing pretty well. You know me, keeping it busy and getting relax with this with the movie here.
With a fun little bit, and that it's that kind of a movie where you just like sit back and enjoy. Just it doesn't take a lot of thinking, which is sometimes on a Friday night you just want to shut your brain down and just watch a funny alien kind of film trying to eat people. And I remember when this one came out, of course, everybody compared it to Gremlins, even though it was written before Gremlins. A lot of people don't realize that. But it was in that mid 80s era, there were, you get, how you go through those cluster types of films, you get your dance films, your adventure films. We had the little weird monsters, we had like Troll, Ghoulies, Gremlins, and Critters, which spawned 4 sequels and recently something that was on Shudder, which totally I missed it. I don't know anything about what I think it's called The New Binge or something. But you've seen Critters, right?
I have.
Please?
I have.
You have. Have you seen the other ones? Like, are you just kind of? Because these things.
I saw the second one.
Yeah, these things were huge on cable.
They were.
Yeah, this was a cable staple at the time. Well, let's say hi to the people who are joining us. FKHC 2005, also known as Tim, is hailing us. Hail to you, sir. Lady Miss, the lovely garden nymph herself. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. And there's Big Al telling everybody that there is a Cosby link at the did I? Yeah, okay, yeah, there it is. There's a Cosby link at the top. If you're going to watch the film with us tonight, that's great. If you watch later, this is just commentary in this form, but you can watch your own copy or go to Tubi. It is on Tubi, so you're able to enjoy it. I put the Tubi link there for those who may want to check it out later. Let's see, Deleted Scenes popping in, saluting everybody, as he always does, and I think that's it. Yeah, it's a small. Friday nights is always a smaller crowd, but this isn't the man who's going to be forced to see Snow White thanks to my donations. What did you?
Yeah, it's looking that way. Yeah.
What's this about?
Okay, well, I put it out there last time because I've had people ask me, am I going to review Snow White? So I made the mistake of saying that if I get 10 super chats during my Sunday night show Unscripted, then I would review the movie. So
Yeah.
I might wind up having to watch this thing after all.
Well, oh, and for those of you who are, Alpass out there, I have seen it, and my review is posted on my channel. And I will just say to you, deleted scenes, I'm sorry. So, FK Tim says all super chats will be from him.
Oh, I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it.
Oh, that is funny. Yeah, I caught a lot of guff from from a friend of mine who he's in the hate Disney thing. For those of you know Professor Geek and have ever checked out his channel, it's a good channel. But yeah, he rails against any of this new remake kind of stuff, and he always gives me grief because I'm always willing to watch it because one, I do movie reviews, and two, I am curious. It's like, is the dumpster fire as hot and blazing as everybody says it is? I want to know. And I found out, yeah, it's a pretty good hot and blazing kind of let's forge a sword type of a fire for this one. But I don't mind, and I'm not going to be. I mean, I'll say it for fun. It's like I'll watch it so you don't have to. Yeah, everybody needs to decide for themselves. I watch it because I'm curious, and yeah, I just do that to myself. Emmet Walsh is in this film. He's going to make them bend over. Yeah, and if you haven't done it yet, Race the Titanic. Haven't done it yet? I have seen Race the Titanic. It's an interesting film. Of course,
yeah.
No longer. It's not exact. It's the concept behind it's no longer a possibility. But I remember seeing the first scenes of the Titanic raising from how they do it in the film. I'm like, wow, that's cool. I wonder if they could really do that. And of course, several years later, we found out no, they couldn't do it because the ship's broken in half. But let's not what's it? Yeah, FAFO. Yeah, but yeah, Race Titanic. That's a possibility because I have these Friday night films are not planned out ahead of time. Like I said, that Saturday night ones are. I've got those planned for the whole year. But I leave the Friday night ones, except for Friday the 13th in June. That night is pretty much done. And there's the odd one or two that might get taken up with something. But let me get on to Cosme here and select the media. So getting ready to start. Load my video file. I'm going to talk my way through this because it helps me concentrate. And okay, let me start and pause it at the 2-second mark on mine anyway. So you're ready to get into some critter action, deleting. And 3, 2, 1, go. Red squiggly lines. New Line Cinema. Wow, that's an old logo.
Oh yeah.
New Line Cinema presents. I say this so people will see. In association with Smart Egg Pictures. This is the director of this, Stephen Hart. His first, his directorial debut. Of course, he would go on to direct Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, which I did not know. until I looked it up earlier. Early. Where am I at? Okay, there. Prison asteroid sector 17. Maximum security. Of course, it's amazing how they speak perfect English in outer space. If you're going to kill him anyway, just kill him now.
Well, can't because the movie couldn't happen.
Well, that's true, but realistically, God, I love those old school effects. I do like these bounty hunters. They're cool characters.
Yeah.
Especially when they change their appearance on Earth. One of them's got fabulous hair.
Yeah.
So much so he could play Rum Tum Tugger in Cats.
Oh, yeah,
Which of course he did, Terrence Mann. He was also the first Beast in Beauty and the Beast Broadway. Rum Tum Tugger is a curious cat. He is indeed.
Mm-hmm. So it's a strange sequel to Mac and Me.
And if you weren't with us for the Cats rewatch on Netter's channel, we had a lot of fun with that. Don Opper.
Oh, yeah.
Lynn Shay, Billy Zane,
Oh,
Ethan
okay.
Phillips. I mean,
Ethan
these
Phillips.
are heavy hitters, man.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
in my book, Terrence Mann, Critters. Very kind of a spiritual cousin to Space Invaders. You get the aliens coming to a nice rural area, and chaos ensues. Yep, Neelix. And the one from what film series was Lin Shay in?
Insidious.
Insidious. Thank you. If I couldn't,
Yeah.
I had a C in my head and I couldn't get it out. So that's the best way to cook bacon in a cast iron skillet. Ain't gonna work. It's too hot.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, the kid playing Brad, Scott Grimes, does the voice of Steve on American Dad, and on the Orville.
And of course, Band of Brothers and Party of Five.
Mm-hmm. So drinking out of mason jar, gotta love it. Chewy. Are those eggs? Because they are awful done. They're potatoes. Yeah.
Yep.
Drinking from the mason jar. I always think of that. What's that restaurant? Po Folks.
Meanwhile, Lynn Shay, of course, and Emmet Walsh.
A very young Lin Shay. Tim suggesting Marooned as a film. I was going through possible films, making a list, and Marooned is on it.
Don Opper, of course, played a lot of these kind of characters.
Yeah, he's in all four of them, all four of the Critters films. It's kind of his thing.
There was he did a movie with Klaus Kinski called Android, where he plays the android, and I also remember him in a movie. I think it was like about a year or two after this, called Slam Dance, where he actually plays an assassin. He's pretty creepy in it.
Yeah, Slam Dance.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah.
With Mary Elizabeth Master Antonio, Virginia Madsen.
Yeah.
He was in The Gun and Bailey's Handbag, Ghost in the Machine.
Of course, Ethan Phillips here. Of course, like we said before, Neelix, and from Voyager. I almost said Deep Space Nine. Voyager. And
I do that too. I get them flipping, flopping in my head.
Mm-hmm.
I was just kind of like rolling through the house in my apartment today, thinking, and I was humming the Voyager theme, but I kept thinking Deep Space Nine. I'm like, no, that's Voyager's theme.
Well,
Giving the quick Google version of Earth. Johnny Steele.
Yeah.
Also Terrence Mann. He is a talented performer, but he's never really become that major name because he did a few movies, but he basically sticks on Broadway. That's a cool effect, and very simple, but a very cool effect. Very 80s performance there. It's weird. It's like a lot of times you get these written only for the movie kind of music, but for some reason those songs stick with me a little bit, or I kind of like them. Complete with eyeliner. I wonder if that windmill works.
Hello to Darkwoods Presents.
Darkwood Presents. Hey, welcome. If you want to join us on the Cosme link pinned at the top, more than welcome to.
We are on.
We're only 14 minutes into the film. Critters haven't even gotten to Earth yet. Oh man, and that was a Y-wing. That was my favorite ship from Star Wars. I'd love to have me a Y-wing, like a pristine. I have a Lego one, thanks to the Birdman. It stinks.
Simple Jack the early years. Yeah, but he doesn't go full with it.
Too great.
And of course, speaking of Titanic, Billy Zane.
Yep, young.
Yep.
Billy Zane with hair.
With hair, yeah.
Did you ever see The Phantom that he was in? Oh, this is...
Oh, actually, I never did. Yeah. Whoops. Uh-oh.
That wasn't good. You could see that coming. I thought he was going to hit the car, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a lawyer before I answer. Yeah. Yeah.
He likes the police. So if we're gonna do a 80s power ballad, we're gonna get everything out of it we can. Oh man, it's been a while since I had corn on the cob.
Am I streaming tomorrow? Probably not. I'm working most of the day, and I think I'm just going to relax and take care of things around the house. I might be in a couple of chats here and there, but I think that's it. And I might do a Bill's karaoke show if he's doing one, but I think I'm going to be, yeah.
You're going to pop in and say hello to Retro Cinema tomorrow night?
Yeah. Oh. I think I'll be there for that, yeah.
Tim showing us his cat. Would you say his name was
Fist Fury, I think is the film. Yeah. Scamper.
That's cute. I've always thought about getting a cat. That's the way I can really take care of a cat or a dog, sadly. Even before I had the issues I've got, I was always worried that I just wouldn't give it what it needed. It must be terrible to get around that farm when it rains. To see that dirt road they had, man. She's a little vixen.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought Billy Zane has had the perfect villain face. You know what I mean? He looks like he can play that conceited rich guy very well. He'd be a good Lex Luthor. It was a bad time to get allergies, my friend. Just say it was an accident. I was aiming for a can and I missed. Man, if we keep doing that with the cat, it's going to get fat. Speaking of critters.
Ouch.
Yeah, that don't look good.
Yeah.
All the sound effects.
Mhm.
Pew! Was it Grover's Bend?
And of course, the one guy who sees the UFO is going to be the one guy no one is going to believe.
Yeah. Man, he goes through a lot to get his slingshot back. Dropped his Mad Dog 2020. We had a guy in college named Mad Dog because he always drank Mad Dog 2020. He lasted one semester. He got into drugs and alcohol and did not come back for the second semester of the first year of college. And that is a man who, like, he embraced every bad vice that the college could throw at him. Timmy Nixon, well, after the dog bit me twice, third time I did something to the dog. I hope you're not saying you did anything abusive to the dog. I mean, maybe make an appointment to get something snipped, but Oh man, the dog had to be euthanized. Status report. Food. I actually was reading that the guy who developed there is an actual language to the critters. It's like a mixture of French and Japanese or something, I think he said. Something was hungry. I do need to get me a good steak. Whoa. So next year, this film will be 40 years old. So like that, it's Grover's Bend, kind of a play on Grover's Mills. I was going to say, I was sitting here waiting for delete scenes to say something. He got knocked off. Oh. Oh. Neelix go num num. Welcome back, deleted scenes. The internet get a little hyper there.
Thank you.
I was
right. You were talking about
Grover's Bend.
You were talking about the language that the critters speak. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the voice actor Corey Burton who performs to voice the critters, and he did create the language. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He's also known for doing the voice of Captain Hook, Ludwig
Mhm.
von Drake, Shockwave of the Transformers, Brainiac, Count Dooku and Cad Bane, Star Trek franchise. He's got a lot of voices. He does. Okay, sure has a little like a play on Ghostbusters.
Hmm.
Nothing likes me. Toby Dixon says, I don't care what anyone says. Critters are
Mhm.
good movies. They had good actors, they had good dialogue, and a halfway decent story. I agree. I think they're a fun bunch of movies. Dee Wallace Stone. She's just a nice looking woman. And a very
Indeed.
nice person too. I met her at a convention. I got her to autograph a picture of her in that little kitty cat outfit from ET.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, she says that's one of the most. She says it's one of the most popular ones that she gets requests for. So she always keeps plenty of them on hand for autographs. People talk about bad '80s B movies. I would take almost any of those from the '80s over any movie last year.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
for
Well,
for the
there's a
most
sense.
part, yeah.
Plus, a big thing is nostalgia. We
Yep.
yearn for the better days, the good days gone by, and like I said, Critters came out. I was 20, 21, just getting out of college. I would, go to these films with my friends, or eventually watch them on cable. I think mostly. I'm trying to remember if I saw this in the theater or not. I honestly do not remember.
No, I don't either. I'm trying to remember if I did, but I'm sure it was that or cable for sure.
Yeah, I wasn't that old. This is Toby Nixon. I'm an old man. I'm going to be 60 in May, so
Hmm.
I'm young at heart, though.
Yeah. This was 85 or 86?
86.
86? Okay, I would have been
Our first good look
13.
at the critter.
Yeah. Now, this was one of the criticisms that this movie would get. And it was like, well, how dare they attack this family? And it was like, well, it's kind of the story they're telling.
It's a movie.
These creatures are basically escaped convicts.
Yeah,
they're going to do anything to survive.
those nasty little barbs too. Video rental stores were the bomb. I worked at Hollywood Video first chance I got. I worked for Blockbuster for one night. I was kind of trying to restart my life a little bit and I got a job there in the management program. But it's when I started having back issues. Like I just couldn't do the work. I just couldn't do the up, down, loading. It just was too much at the time. So I left after one night and went and became a substitute teacher until I got a chance to become a paraeducator in high school. But I always like the Blockbuster or video store kind of a social concept. Kind of go there and look around. I like how he recreates them with all the injuries.
Yeah, so he's like zombie Charlie now, It's like she just goes on like, I'm sorry about the donuts. Okay.
Yeah, by now they'd be all sorts of naked. They're taking their time. Oh,
Not looking good for the home team here.
no, they're pretty much losing pieces off of everybody. He's going to need some Tums. So I like talking to people about movies. That was the best part of the job. People that couldn't make up their mind. Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
used to work
they
at
didn't like that when I did it.
I used to work at a Borders. I was the music and movies manager. See all the new stuff come in and give the heads up when stuff was coming out. Whoops. Well, I think a funny line is, did you say Christ? He's a little quick on the trigger there. Well, at least he got to go the right direction. He's he's going to protect his family. That's a good man. He is hurt, but he's still going to protect his family. Yeah, bounty hunters aren't nice enough to be the police. They catch the worst criminals. They aren't nice guys. They do it for the money. Yeah.
Yeah. Necessary sometimes.
Did you ever watch that show, The Dog, the Bounty Hunter?
Yeah, I did. I'd sell some of those. Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty funny. He used to be gophers. didn't like Dog that much. It was all right. If I was in the mood, I could sit there and watch. Like they always had like several episodes in a row. They also had Billy the Exterminator. That was fun. You know, they could use Billy the Exterminator right now for these critters.
Now we've kind of forgotten to bring up a couple of the other cast members here. April is played by Nadine Vandervelde, who is also in Moving Violations and Munchies, and went on to do a lot of television and voice work.
Oh yeah, she did the episode of Jag.
Yep.
Moving Violations. That's a kind of a fun movie. Oh, she was in. Oh,
yeah,
she was in
one. Yeah,
she was in Starman, the show.
Yep. And Jay, of course, is played by Billy Greenbush. He had a rather extensive career as character actor. He's a cop in The Hitcher with Rutger Hauer and C. Thomas Howell. He's in 5 Easy Pieces with Jack Nicholson.
Damn weapons. So what? Boom!
There's their PG-13 F-bomb.
Pinbusters. Yeah, Toby Nixon, that's my phone going off. My friends get real chatty on a Friday night sometimes when I can't respond back on chat. But I ain't gonna stop him.
Nope. Knock, knock.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Toby Nixon. Yeah, my phone's notifications always are doing that. It's just telling me that they're active on Messenger right now. Because it's also dinging in my ears, but I don't think you guys can hear the ding. Just a doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
I missed a step there. When did he switch faces again?
When they were at the church, he saw the.
Right.
Yeah,
yeah.
He saw the preacher.
Okay, I had to reboot Cosme for a minute there. Okay, with he now?
Super strength. So reverend. He just cannot make up his mind.
It's about to get worse. Tonight's tournament has been rescheduled.
Yeah, I never bowled. I've done duck pin, but I've never bowled like with a real bowling ball in real life. I have on the Wii. One ringy dingy.
Yeah, if only I had my slingshot,
He needs his Daisy Red Ryder BB gun with a compass in the stock. I like that fireplace. It's weird sometimes the things I notice, like it's a tense time. The family's upset. Oh, that's a nice fireplace. Oops.
The distant St. Cloud. Arch nemesis of the quiz boy.
Oh, for God's sake, kid. Oh,
Oh, oh, got him.
death by fan.
And then there were 9. Didn't it start out with 10?
8. 8 got to Earth.
Something like that?
Remember, because 2 of them had to be killed to save food on the ship.
Oh. Okay.
Oh.
So 7. Well, maybe 6.
Like that. Ah. Like they were from Los Angeles. He just wants to be home in bed.
Yeah. I can walk, son. It's not very well.
Gotta believe in your boy. He's one of the fatter ones.
Yeah, I've heard that about Badger's Historic Woods. I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to mess with those things.
Badgers? We don't need no stinking badgers.
Badgers?
So the one plays the daughter kind of reminds me a little of the oldest daughter in Poltergeist.
Yeah.
A little
I can
bit,
see that.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's just barely there, but luckily this one's still with us as opposed to sadly the other one. He's getting a fish. Here's my avatar. Poor ET. So there's about 5 of them left.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. No.
Oh,
Let's watch the hands, buddy.
roasty
Flame
toasty.
on.
Oh, got one.
Got him.
What the hell with booking too? But that adrenaline helped her overcome that nerve neurotoxin or whatever was in her.
Literally.
Let's roll. Charlie and Johnny Steele.
Kind of, yeah.
Grandmother when raccoons came into the Davis house on the farm, took a broom and beat 3 of them out of the house.
Nice.
I once had a snake in my room, and my mother grabbed my Viking axe and got it out of the house. That was funny. He was trying to get out of there. Oh, you asked him to put you down.
I don't think that's how he meant, though.
Yeah, Lee has an issue. Ugg seems pretty cool, but Lee seems to have an anger issue. That is their names, Ugg and Lee.
Ah, okay.
Oh, Chewie.
All right, we're riding with you. Well, got to keep everybody in the movie. It's not chubby, it's big boned.
So it looks like what, 3 of them left now? Because it looks like the big one and two of them riding.
Yeah, I think there are 3. Yeah.
Well, yeah, you got to have a food supply. You go one of the big boys. I think that thing's beyond being called a firecracker. That is a bomb. Ooh, nice shot there, Charlie. Oh, just for spite. I'll teach you. Uh-oh.
$20 in insurance costs that an act of God. Yeah, well.
You can claim almost anything as an act of God.
And maybe that happens because, like we said, he does come back for the other sequels,
Yep.
And Dee Wallace is in, I think, the most recent one as well.
The new binge one.
Yeah.
Like I said, I never saw those. I'll have to go back and revisit the whole franchise. Press the reset button. It took the cat too. You've got mail. Yep, not CGI, still awesome. I still prefer. I prefer real, real simple tricks to anything else. Reverse shots, real explosions. Dun 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 dun. Uh-oh. To be continued. Doodle-doo, 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 doodle-doo. And that is Critters. I hope everybody enjoyed that. Let me know what you think in the chat there. So deleted scenes. What you got coming up?
All right. Well, Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern will be the next episode of my show Unscripted. I'm going to be talking about the variety story and all the controversy surrounding the current Snow White, let's say, and
There's controversy
here and there. And I'm going to be hitting on a couple of other topics too. And of course, later on that night, Reserved Seats returns. Joe's Atmosphere will be my guest. That'll be at the 12:05 a.m. Eastern. Then, of course, Tuesday at 8:30. I will be joined by Troy Pacelli, Nutters Network, and Aged Boomer for live from Sparkwood in 21. And we are going to be concluding our Queen of Hearts watch along. And then join me Thursday night at 11:30 for Coming Attractions to find out what I'm going to be doing the next week.
Okay, awesome. Let everybody know, if you want to know what I thought about Snow White, go to my channel, check out my 10-word review. It'll tell you all you really need to know, and little extra rambles here and there, like I always do. Of course, join me tomorrow night when I join Netter on Netter's Network, and Troy, of course. And we're going to be watching. I'm going to look at the title here because it's something I've never heard of. Fist of Fear, Touch of Death, or something like that. It's a Bruce Lee thing. I don't really know much about it, but it was the next one up in there in Netter's alphabetical system. Of course, after the show tonight, you can go over, say hi to Troy Pacelli. The Last Call with Troy Pacelli at 10 p.m. Say hi, say Big Al's Films with Friends says hi, or however you might want to state it. As for the next Films with Friends, next Saturday, we're going to be watching at 10 p.m. That's the let me get the right date here. Let me I don't want to tell anybody the wrong time. I mean the wrong day. Boop boop doop doop doopy doop. View my channel. What I got coming up? Yeah, on the 5th, April 5th. So not tomorrow night, but next Saturday, Films with Friends is going to be presenting the Rankin Bass version of The Hobbit from 1977. They have to get that little giggle in there from New Line Cinema. But yeah, it's April. Going to be watching some animated films on the Saturday nights. Like I said, starting out with The Hobbit, and then 2 weeks after that, we're going to be watching Ralph Bakshi's version of Lord of the Rings. So kind of a Lord of the Rings animated thing. I'm thinking if you're up to it, I want to see how things go, because there is a third animated film, The Return of the King, that Rankin Bass did. Might do that after Backshot. Let's see what maybe like the 25th, if you're up for it, if you want to join me for that, or maybe
sure.
a possibility. That way we get all the Lord of the Rings animated in there, and it kind of completes the story, because Lord of the Rings didn't finish Lord of the Rings. It just kind of gets halfway through. But that's what's coming up on Films with Friends in April, except for one very special rewatch. Next Sunday, April 6th, I will be joined at 12:30 p.m. in the afternoon for a special matinee Films with Friends with my friend Sierra, who was a former co-host with me on Iconicast in the old days. And we're going to be watching a film that she chose, because I wanted to, I like doing at least one with her every year, and I always give her choice. And she chose Sense and Sensibility, starring Emma Thompson and Alan Rickman and Hugh Grant. We're going to be watching that one Sunday in the early afternoon, little special matinee. Hope some people will join us for that, but that's what's coming up for me. Like I said, definitely check out. I'm trying to make sure. I got several windows of like things open up, and I was afraid to hit the wrong one. Darkwood Presents, as everyone knows how I feel about Snow Shite. Yeah, I called it Slow Shite in my review, because it was pretty bad. There's two parts of that film I liked. Well, one being the little hedgehog, which I think hedgehogs are cute. It was waving, so I kind of like that one. And the other one is when she turns into the hag and makes the poison apple. I like the way they did that scene. Everything else, no go. But I hope everyone had a good time. Not sure what we're going to do in 2 weeks from tonight. We'll figure something out. That's the fun about it. Kind of trying to figure out what to do. Could it be Critters 2? Could it be Ghoulies? Could it be Jason the Argonauts? Who knows? Those were actually some possible choices for this week. But we'll find out sometime in the probably by next Sunday. We'll figure it out. So, Delisi, you got any final words that you would like everyone to know or hear?
Well, I would, of course, like to thank everyone once again for joining us. Those of you who are here live, those of you who are lurking in the background, because there's always one or two. You don't have to engage with the chat, just as long as you enjoy the film. Hit the like, share out the stream, all that good stuff. Say hello in the comments. And, of course, do want to remind everyone, we were watching this when we were doing the live broadcast. We were watching this live on Cosme. If you come across this broadcast later on, you'll need to go on to Tubi because the movie is available on Tubi, so you can catch it there. Sync up along with us. And as I always say at the end of every show, good night. Take care. Stay strong. Be safe and healthy. Watch out for them critters. Because this is how we win.
Thank you for joining us, everybody. God bless you. Had a great time tonight, and always love it when you guys join in and comment during the movie. It's why I do it. It's a great time to get with your friends and watch a movie, and all my friends are online right now, and so this is how we do it. I guess, like I said, join me tomorrow for whatever that movie Fists of I gotta look at it again here. Fists of Fear, Touch of Death. I keep wanting to say Fists of Death, but it's not what it is. Fist of Fear, Touch of Death on Netters Network, like I said. And in about 15 minutes, you can check out Last Call with Troy Pacelli and see what he's got going on tonight and what he may be drinking. God bless you all. Have a great weekend. Have fun. Always, when you feel like a movie, hope you find something fun to watch. Take care.